Yeah, I'm Sergeant John Falk with the Laguna Beach Police Department, and what we're doing today is we're conducting a crosswalk enforcement detail. And what that entails is, throughout the morning, we're going to go through various intersections in town that tend to have a lot of pedestrian traffic and sometimes people failing to yield to them. And what we're going to do is I will be the crosser, and I will cross at these various intersections, and the traffic officers will be positioned, usually one or two on each side of the intersection, and then we will watch for assorted pedestrian violations. Those include flat out not failing to yield to someone in a crosswalk, and the other more common one is when somebody stops for someone in a crosswalk to pass them, and that is another kind of violation for that. Between April last year and April this year, we've had approximately 21 auto versus pedestrian collisions. 13 of those have been inside of crosswalks. Laguna Beach has a fairly high per capita incidence of auto versus pedestrian collisions. And statistics being what they are, there's a couple different opinions, but it's pretty safe to say, according to the Office of Traffic and Safety, we are usually up in the top 4 or so in cities our size. That does include cities quite a bit larger, but nonetheless, that's still a pretty high rate. And our goal today is to educate folks about the rules, about the hazards of not yielding to pedestrians in the crosswalk, and that's our goal, to increase public safety.
Generally, the people I'm stopping, they tend to be distracted and they don't realize that there's a pedestrian there. Particular intersections, they're looking for flashing lights or signs, and I explained to them that they should be keying on the human being in the roadway rather than looking for something to alert them that somebody's there. So mostly their response is positive. If I have to write them a citation, it's not the best thing in the world, but they understand the reasons.
This intersection at Anita and the highway is a pretty common one where people don't stop. They're usually distracted. There's a lot of businesses on both sides, but we get a lot of foot traffic that crosses there, and we get a lot of violations there, and some pretty good injury TCs and traffic collisions involving autos and pedestrians. Our pedestrians that are crossing think that once they're in the crosswalk is going to protect them. And unfortunately, with drivers not paying attention, being distracted, eating, using the cell phone, putting on makeup and stuff, then that usually ends in disaster.
One of the reasons we're doing it now is to kind of get a jump on the summer, at least for the community, and make that awareness of the pedestrian safety. We will do another crosswalk enforcement project probably near the end of summer, and we do a couple a year.